welcome back to this LP. I'm having some audio problems right now, so I'm not gonna record like a moron this time. I'm gonna just get this right. See, there's a bug down here. Doesn't worry about the fire. I'm just gonna get myself killed because I want to do it, because it looks funny. Okay, now this is the real level. You're gonna go through the maze of fire. You won't see the bug at all. So that's why I had to go show you and get myself killed stupidly. Now, bug does not go on fire because that's the way it was in the original Link's version. See, there's the exit right there. Remember, when you see that exit or anything else, try and remember where it is so you can get there later. And because this was the original version, there was only the fireballs would go through the fire. Everything else would just deflect off it. In the MS version, bugs and walkers deflect off everything else. Just dies. And here we are at the exit. We turn to the left. Trinity. There's a trinity of boots and elements, monsters and keys. And this is where we're going first. As you see here, we have one force floor. You can spring slide, so you got to make sure you get this. That's a tough boost to get that. And the reason why you need it is when you get up here, you know, too late, you run into that fireball. You won't be able to get the bold time if you wait after that. Now we're going to go into this, get the yellow key, and this is the quicker way out, even with the one wait. Now when we get those ice skates, we're closer to the ice skates there than we are anywhere else in the level, and we have the yellow key. So always try to get stuff done when you're close to it. It'll make things much simpler. This glider isn't going to bother you either. Go on ahead. And you can move through there. This is a hard boosting section. And now I'm going to come here. Don't die. It's easy to die if you're going to spring slide closer to death. You see there's another path to the right of the ice path. So go there last, because that usually has stuff in it. And we're going to speed this up. We know where we're going. You notice these tiles over here, they're thin walls. They only block you from going that direction, either inside or out. You can do a couple other things with thin walls. These are borders to the level in this level here. This is the way it was originally in Link's. We think it's because there was a way to get across and, shall we say, wrap around the level. We don't know that because there's only one level where that's possible. And there's just a wall there anyway. The other level that has that, no borders, it's not in Link's version at all. And Hunt is what we're playing. We got a lot of chips. 788 chips there, but only 652 we have to get. It's a good thing there's extra chips because those teeth are up there. Now, easy things, so you can be behind a lot of chips. So don't worry about getting that, because you're going to have to backtrack and move to get back onto the regular path. And getting the bold time, you're going to need to get almost all the chips in this level anyway. So we're picking this up, speed this up a little. Ooh, makes some good sound. Now here's how we can deal with the teeth. There's a couple different ways. Stick them up here between that and that. And as long as you're northeast of them, they're going to just stay there because they're not going to go around the walls. They're too stupid. Let's speed this back up again. I'm going to slow this back down because I have to show you where you get in here. You can leave behind all these guys, but you got to go all the way quick left so you can sneak past these teeth before they get back over there. And we're going to go through around and around. The teeth have split up now, so they are not going to touch you as long as you stay under this. When you're coming close to the exit, though, you have to consider how many chips you need. There's 7 chips left, so you go to the bottom of that socket. You could go use any of the 4 sockets, as long as you end your last chip next to them. Next level is untimed, actually. There's no time limit. This is just Tile World recording what it would be if it was $9.99. And that's T-chip, as it was known. We're going to just play this level by yourself. The hint tells you what the name of this level. Gives you kind of the solution. Just go down all the way. And that does the boosting for you also. There's a quicker way to do it, and it's in this TWS, but I'm not going to show you it, because this is much easier. We don't need it. T-chip was the program that Ruben Spons invented that will change all the times. And you can just do that naturally with the level editor. Now, if you've seen this, this isn't the bold time, but we don't have it right now. David Stolp has it. He's the only one who's got it. And after he got supplanted by J.B. Lewis in the high score list, he's not revealing it because he didn't want to be behind another second. Remember what I told you about spring slides? You can do any number of odd slides, including 3. That gives you the red key a step quicker. If there are 5, teleports wouldn't really help you. Follow the block in the teleport. You're going to stick it in the corner. There's only one room that doesn't have a red key, and that's to the right. Now you take a look at that. You're pushing this block left while you're getting this in there. You don't have to be as fast as this. You can just go ahead and play through the level. I'm doing this because I want to actually look good at this game, right? See, people are commenting on me saying that I was so good at it at the very end of the last video. Well, that's my response. So now this is the last one right here. This is a chain of blocks that we're moving as on the way to the next block in the chain. Now, since it takes 2 slides to get back, go left, right, and you're right near the last block that you're using. Teleport down so you're under there, and go to the exit. You're 1 move away, though. If you can get that 204, please tell us what it is. We want to know. Because it seems like something really obvious that we're missing based on what David is saying. Next level, elementary. It's about the elements, pretty much. You can go to 4 different rooms of elements. Then Belinda is the person in charge of this game. She made all these levels. I'll go to the official story. And basically, you're trying to get through this game in order to get an entry into the Bitbusters Club, which is some elite computer club that Chip wants to get into. Now, as you can see, there are 3 chips and a key in each room. You can see entries into the other rooms. Also, there are very few dead ends here. So make sure you know where you remember seeing the other chips. Now we're going into here. We would have preferred to go in there first because we were up closer there, but we didn't have the blue key. You see a thief? Well, I said about lesson 7. You may not want to get your boots. You may want to get them taken away because you can slide. You can go up there, slide back, but it's slower in this case. Kind of a little red herring. When you do something like that, you have to make sure, of course, that you're not going to use these. We're not going to use them right now, but nevertheless, it's still not going to work. So since we're going to the fire room next, because the ice skates is where the other thief is in the ice room. Now you can either push that left now or later. I'll discuss that later. We'll speed this up a bit. It's the same thing as the rest of them. Again, it would have helped if you saw the chips from that 4th floor room over there. And now we're going to this. See, blue key. Now see there, that's only a total of 6 moves out of the way, 4 walking and 2 sliding back. So go ahead and step on them. And we get all the way back. Now you just see you pushed it another move closer to that brown button. We pushed it closer as we were coming around to the ice skate room because we had to go around them anyway. So now just move the sucker out of the way and hold the trap button down. This is another untimed level. We can go up here, but we're stuck. And this is what it tells us they can do. But we're not going to do that here, because that loses some of your level bonus. Right? This doesn't really matter in Tile World right now, but you do it because it's a good habit. People are telling me, why are you still using that in Tile World? You don't need to do that. And so what? It helps you. It may actually even be quicker if, say, you're a lot of the way into the level and you need to get back to the start, and you haven't really achieved anything. So say it's quicker to just start it over again. See, here's the exit. That was a pretty easy. You can't die in that level, but you can get stuck. Next level introduces a new monster. And there it is. That's the Walker. The dreaded Walker. It moves randomly when it hits a obstacle, which can include the wall. I make no bones about the fact that I absolutely hate randomness in Chip's Challenge. It doesn't belong in this game. It's a game of logic and reasoning and puzzling, not luck at all. You saw nice day. That means you saw, if you were paying attention to the Chip's eyes and a smile. That's a nice day. It's not a nice day though if the walkers mess around with those toggle walls, because that's an 83.0. There are 5 moves in one turn. So lose one move and you're gonna end up with a lower time, which means that's not guaranteed that you're gonna get the 83. Now there's where you're supposed to get into this exit over here, but that's not actually what's gonna happen here. Speed this up a bit and get around into there. There's a flipper right under there. Haha. See, I didn't even need to do anything. I can just be boring all I want, because this level is that easy. There's sockets in there, actually, incidentally, and there's no chips. It's only CC1 level to do that. Digger is the next level that we're going to play. And here, we have to use odd step. Although, when you play it back, it doesn't show you that. As you saw, it moved on the 2nd turn and on the 8th turn, which is why I paused it there. So that's why we're using odd step here. Now when you have the right teeth initiation, you can just step like that. And this is because in MS, the teeth is committed to its move. So you can get there and get away on the next turn without getting hit. You don't have to do it like that at all. You can just put the teeth there and then go get the chips. Or there, in this case. You don't have to do it like this at all. I'm just looking smart. But if you know how to move correctly, you can really reduce teeth movement to a science. It's easy enough to do. You can see when it really helps when you see them moving, either physically moving or if they're turning, because they would have tried to move in that direction. Even though they can't move, actually. There they can turn around. Like here, if you just let this level sit for a few more moves, that guy's not moving. But if you move up there, then he's going to move up there. Okay, and there's the end of the level. And we're going to move on to the next level a little later, because there's a couple of complex concepts in the next few levels that we're going to have to discuss a little more in length. So I'm going to see you next time with episode 3.